Hey everyone, here's a recent project I have been working on. This is a binary clock, also sometimes called a power of two clock. And the way you read this kind of clock is you can see here we've got a column for hours, a column for minutes, and a column for seconds. And then the rows are here, like we've got 1, 2, 4, 8, so powers of two. So if we're going to look to read this here in the hours column, we've got a 1 and a 4, 2, and a 1. So that would be 117. 2 plus 1 would be 3, 4. So 1734. So 5:34 p.m. And then over here we got our seconds kind of ticking away. So that's how you read this kind of clock. This one is a kit, and you can see, so it requires some soldering to put together. It's pretty straightforward, uses regular 5mm leads and other components that you pop in there and need to solder on the back. Pretty straightforward. Everything needs to go in or goes in. I guess the only thing you got to watch out for, obviously you got to make sure the LEDs go in correctly with the long lead on the positive side, and then these ICs need to go in the right orientation. Other than that, pretty straightforward for assembly. You pop these in and solder them into place. One thing nice with this, it's got a battery backup, so I can unplug it back here. Just unplug it. That uses a standard micro USB, and unplug. It's still keeping time because it's got the battery backup. And you can see all the components get soldered on the back except for this USB socket, and this is just micro USB. That gets soldered here on the front, and it's really like little tiny pins. I found this was pretty easy to solder just by kind of putting a blob of solder on there and just moving it around a bit, and then making sure there was no solder bridges there. And one tip with this, make sure you use some fresh solder. Believe it or not, solder does go bad if it sits around. I was using kind of decade-old solder and had quite the improvement once I got a new roll, and it's cheap, so might as well go for that. Plug this back in, and you'll see it'll resume right where we left off. So this is the PCB, and I got some PCB kind of legs that will hold it just like that, so it's something nice for your desk. It's got two buttons here for setting the time. I'm not going to change the time now, but basically you hold down on this one to select the column that you want to program, and then toggle through this to set the actual time. And as you toggle through this by holding down this, the set one, you'll get to the end, and then it'll just go into timekeeping mode. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to put some kits together and have these for sale on my website and eBay page, and I'll put a link in the video on how to get there. I'm going to include all the parts for this except for the USB cable, and this uses a standard power cable, so you can plug it into the wall or you can plug it into a USB socket on the back of your computer. And I mentioned I've got blue LEDs for this. You could substitute really any color you wanted, but I'm going to put them together with blue packets. So that's about it. Hit me up if you got any questions. Thank you.